dear students. I remain your media lesson teacher on financial accounting, Mr. Aremo Bamidele Opeyemi. The topic for today is 3: Cashbook. Introduction. The primary aim of every business is to make profit. It is not how much you sell your products or goods in business that matters, provided you don't sell below the cost price, but how often you turn over your stocks. How will this happen? How will you make a lot of people patronize you more than other competitors? Discounts answer this question. You introduce discount by reducing the price of your goods to customers in order to encourage buying in large quantities, prompt payments, and more patronage. As you give discounts to customers, you also receive discounts from your suppliers. These discounts are called cash discounts, which are basically known as discounts allowed and discounts received. In this regard, you will have to create another column on both sides of Cashbook for recording them. When this is done, the Cashbook ceases to be called Cashbook, but simply known as 3: Cashbook. This will be our focus for today. Before we proceed, let's look at our learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, all students listening to me will be able to 1. Describe 3: Cashbook. 2. Analyze the procedures for preparation of 3: Cashbook. 3. Discuss the treatment of cash discounts in 3: Cashbook. 4. Draw out the format of 3: Cashbook. And 5. Prepare 3: Cashbook of a business at the end of the month. What is 3: Cashbook? 3: Cashbook is the form of cashbook which combines cash, bank, and discounts accounts into a single book. This type of cashbook is usually maintained by large firms which receive and make payments by cash, as well as by bank, which frequently receive and allow cash discounts. Therefore, 3: Cashbook is the type of cashbook which is used for recording receipts and payments of cash and bank transactions, as well as receipts and allowance of cash transactions. It therefore has columns for date, particulars, folio, discounts, cash, and bank on both debit and credit sides. The discounts on the debit side is called discount allowed, while that of the credit side is known as discount received. What are the procedures for the preparation of 3: Cashbook? The procedures of recording transactions in 3: Cashbook is similar to that of Cashbook. The only difference between the two of them is that Cashbook has 2 money columns, which are cash and bank, whereas 3: Cashbook has 3 money columns, which are cash, bank, and discounts. The cash and bank columns of 3: Cashbook are used as accounts and are periodically totaled and balanced, just like in case of a Cashbook. The discount column is only totaled. It is not balanced because it does not work as an account. In general ledger, 2 separate accounts are maintained for discount allowed and discount received. The total of discount column on debit side of Cashbook represents the total cash discount allowed to customers during the period and is posted to the discount allowed account maintained in the ledger. The total of discount column on credit side represents the total cash discount received from suppliers during the period and is totaled to the discount received account maintained in the ledger. Discount allowed is an expense, while discount received is an income to the business. At this point, we shall go on a short break. When we come back, we will continue with the format of 3-column cashbook. Stay tuned. You are welcome back to the second segment of financial accounting lesson for today. I remain your teacher, Mr. Aremo Bamidele Opeyemi. Our topic of discussion still remains 3-column cashbook. You recall that we have been able to discuss the meaning and procedures of 3-column cashbook. In this second segment, we shall be looking at the format of 3-column cashbook. Just like the format of double-column cashbook, where you have the T format, your left-hand side is called the debit side, which is receipts side. Your right hand is called the credit side, which is payment side. And you write cashbook in the middle. In addition to that double-column cashbook, you create another column which is called discount on both sides. So on debit side, you will now have 6 columns, which are date, particulars, folio, discount allowed, cash, and bank. Then on credit side as well, which is payment side, you have the 6 columns, which are date, particulars, folio, discount received, cash, and bank. 3-column cashbook has 6 columns on both debit and credit sides, which I've explained in that format. The purpose of each column will be briefly explained. Number 1, date. The date column is used to enter the transaction date. Number 2, particulars. The particulars column is used to write the name of the account to be debited or credited in the ledger as a result of cash or bank transaction. Number 3, folio. Each account in the ledger is assigned with a unique number. The number of each ledger account in the general ledger is entered in folio column. Number 4, discount. The amount of discount allowed is recorded on debit side and the amount of discount received is recorded on credit side in discount column. The total of debit column and credit column are posted to discount allowed account and discount received account respectively. Number 5, cash. The amount of cash received is entered on the debit side and the amount of cash paid is entered on the credit side in cash column. This column is totaled and balanced like a ledger account. Number 6, bank. The amount of all receipts and payments made by the bank account are entered in bank column of the cashbook. This column is also totaled and balanced like a ledger account. We shall go on a short break now. When we come back, we will conclude this lesson with an illustration. See you shortly. You are welcome back to the final segment of financial accounting lesson for today. I remain your teacher, Mr. Aremo Bamidele Opeyemi. Our topic of discussion still remains 3-column cashbook. You will recall that we have been able to discuss the meaning and procedures of 3-column cashbook in the first segment. We were also able to analyze the format of 3-column cashbook in the second segment. We shall be concluding today's lesson by practicing a question. Let's pay more attention. Illustration. Write up the 3-column cashbook from the following details and balance off as at the end of the month. 2008. September 1. Started business with cash at bank, 10,940 naira. September 3rd. Received check from customers, less 5%, 3,100 naira. September 6th. Cash sales, 8,200 naira. September 8th. Paid rent by cash, 1,350 naira. September 10th. Banked the cash held by the business, 5,000 naira. September 15th, paid creditors by check, less 4%, 4,800 naira. September 25th, withdrew cash from bank for business use, 1,200 naira. September 30th, paid wages in cash, 518 naira. Illustration. The solution to this illustration is that you first of all look at the transactions involving discounts. There are two transactions there, on the 3rd and also on the 15th. So we receive check from customer, less 5%. How do you calculate this one? Value multiplied by 5%, which is equal to 3,100 naira multiplied by 5 over 100, which will give us 155 naira. So the discount that we are allowing to customer that is paying us is 155 naira. So you less that 155 naira from the value, which is 3,100 naira, and it gives us 2,945 naira. That is the amount the customer is going to pay us. On September 15th, you discover that we paid creditors, that is our supplier, by check. We less 4% discount for us. So how do you calculate this one? Value multiplied by 4%, which is equal to 4,800 naira multiplied by 4 over 100, which will give us 192 naira. So the discount that we receive from our supplier is 192 naira. Amount we are paying him is to less that 192 naira from 4,800 naira, which will give us 4,608 naira. So we are paying him 4,608 naira, and we receive the discount of 192 naira from him. Now you make the posting. Before then, you make the T format, debit side, credit side, put cashbook as the label, and you have your 6 columns on the debit side and 6 columns on the credit side. You label it, which are date, particular, folio, discount allowed, cash, bank on the debit side, and date, particulars, folio, discount received, cash, and bank on the credit side. Don't forget the first line. What do you do? Under the date of both sides, you put 2008, and under discount, cash, bank on both sides, you put the naira symbol. On September 1, we started business with cash at bank. You debit capital, which is 10,940 naira under bank column. On September 3rd, you receive check from customer, you less 5%, which we have calculated earlier on. How do you post this one? You debit it. Under particular, you write customers. Under discount allow, you write 155 naira. And under bank, you write 2,945 naira. Then September 6th, cash sales, which is 8,200 naira. You sell. What do? You receive the money. So under debit side, under particulars, you write sales, and under cash, you write 8,200 naira. The next transaction is on September 8th. We paid rent by cash. Paid rent, money goes out. So you go to credit side, and you under particulars, you write rent. Under cash, you write 1,350 naira. So you move on to the next transaction, which is September 10. Bank the cash held with the business. What happened here? That is what we call contra entry. Contra entry. You have some cash in the business, so you have to post some of them into the bank. It means that cash goes out from the business and also enter the business in the bank. So on the 10th, on both sides, the debit and credit side, under particulars of debit side, you write cash. Under folio, you write capital letter C. And Under bank, you write 5,000, which means that the money 5,000 naira enters into the bank account of the business. Then on the credit side, the same date, September 10. Under particulars, you write bank. Under folio, you write capital letter C. Under cash, you write 5,000 naira, which signifies that the cash goes out from the business. Then you come to the next transaction, which is on the 15th. Paid creditors by check, less 4%. We have calculated that one earlier on. What happened to that? Money goes out. On the 15th, you record it on the credit side. Under particulars, you write creditors. Then under discount received, as we have worked earlier on, you write 192 naira. Under bank, you write 4,608 naira. On the 25th September, we withdraw cash from bank for business use. You discover this time around also that this is another contra entry. Money is going out from the bank and coming into the business as cash. So you record it on the both sides. September 15, under debit side, you write bank. You write capital letter C under folio on the debit side. And you write 1,200 naira under cash, which means that the cash comes into the business. Then under on the credit side, on the same date, under particulars, you write cash. And you put capital letter C on the folio column. And under bank, 1,200 naira, which signifies that money goes out from the business through bank. Then the last transaction there, which is on the 30th, paid wages cash. Paid wages in cash, 518 naira. What happened? Money goes out. Under particulars of the credit side, you write wages. And under cash of the same side, you write 518 naira. So you have finished posting all the transactions. The next thing you do is to compute the balances. How do you do this? First of all, start from the debit side. The discount allowed, total it. Whatever you have there, you write it as total. Then the discount received on the credit side, you do the same thing. Then under cash of both sides, you total. Whatever you have, you subtract. For example, then also on the credit side, the cash and the bank, you do it as well. You total. When you total, whatever you have, you make the subtraction. So you see the computation as I have displayed now. The cash side on the debit side is totaled 9,400 naira. While the cash column on the credit side is totaled 6,868 naira. When you subtract, you have 2,532 naira. That is the balance. That is the balance carried down. Then on bank column, on the debit side, you have 18,885 naira. And on the credit side, you have 5,808 naira. So when you subtract, you have 13,077 naira. That is the balance carried down. And you have this balance carried down as the last day of the month. Balance carried down. You write it. So when you now total both the debit side and credit side of cash and bank, you have the same total there. And after you have done that, you come down, you bring down the balance that is carried down on the credit side to the debit side to start another transaction of a new month. Make sure you go through this illustration over and over again. Now, assignment. Locate any wholesaler within your vicinity. Collect all his or her transactions details for a month and prepare a 3-column cash book with it. We have come to the end of today's lesson. Kindly visit the Lagos State Ministry of Education Twitter page at LASG Education for soft copy submission of assignment and for your questions. For incremental knowledge on this topic, please visit the following website: www.accountingformanagement.org, www.waec.com, wallstreetmojo.com and www.investopedia.com. Please stay safe and God bless you, my darling students.